Blondie, Blondie. If you know what I'm referencing, put it in the comment section. That's the name of the band, though. Blondie. And you know something? I really like the name of that band. That's a great name for a band. Blondie. I really like that. I really like that. Never heard of them, though. Outside of the reference that I just made, outside of that, never heard of a single song, at least to my knowledge, right? So excited to find out more about them and hear the music. The song is called Heart of Glass, and it has an official music video. But first, let's do this research real quick. They are an American rock band formed in New York City in 1974 by singer Debbie Harry and guitarist Chris Stein. I'm gonna go Stein. The band was a pioneer in the American New Wave genre and science of the mid 1970s. The band's the first two albums contained strong elements of punk and new wave, and although highly successful in the UK and Australia, Blondie was regarded as an underground band in the United States until the release of their critically acclaimed third album, Parallel Lines, in 1978. Over the next 2 years, the band released a string of hit singles, including Heart of Glass, which was #1. All right. They spoiled it for me right there. It was a #1. One Way or Another, Dreaming, Call of Me, another #1. Atomic, The Tide is High, and Rapture. The last two being #1s as well. The band became noted for its eclectic mix of musical styles, incorporating elements of disco, pop, reggae, funk, and early hip-hop music. All right now, and early hip-hop music. Blondie disbanded after the release of their sixth studio album, The Hunter, in 1982. Harry continued to pursue a solo career with varied results after taking a few years off to care for partner Stein, who was diagnosed with pemphigus, a rare autoimmune disease of the skin. I gotta look into that. An autoimmune disease of the skin. Jeez, okay. The band reformed in 1997, achieving renewed success and their sixth #1 single in the UK with Maria in 1999. Damn, how many songs called Maria came out in 1999? Exactly 20 years after their first UK #1 single, Heart of Glass. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. Toured and performed throughout the world during the following years and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2006. They've sold over 40 million records and continues to actively perform. The band's 11th studio album, Pollinator, was released on May 5th, 2017. All right. Still active. I like that. 40 million records. Handful of #1s. Sound like a legendary band to me, but y'all let me know. All right, well, we already know this was their first #1. I think they said, what, 74 this came out? What year did they say? Or did they even say? I don't think they said. 78. 78, okay. Well, we'll do the research afterwards, but excited to hear it. So again, we're reacting to a #1. We're reacting to a widely recognized song, and so hey, let's hope we enjoy it. Let's hear what this is all about. Blondie, Heart of Glass.
Soon turned out, had a heart of glass. Seemed like the real thing.
I don't know what's creating that. I don't know what that is, but I really like that. This sounds, and it's ironic that it's 78 because it sounds like a perfect blend of disco, of 70s disco, but like that early 80s rock. You know, like it's like a perfect blend of both of them. And I know that disco around this time, 78, that's when it was pretty much dying out. But it still has a very disco feel. I feel the cocaine. I feel Studio 74. I feel it. But it definitely has remnants of like 80s in it as well. As for the singing, it's weird because it's like it fits perfectly, like her tone and her pitch. Like I could tell, like if she was singing this with no beat, like if she was singing this to me right now in this room, I would be like, but because it's with the song, it sounds good. Like it sounds out of pitch, like she sounds out of pitch, but like because of the song, it sounds like it sounds perfect. But again, it sounds like she's out of pitch. Like if she was just to sing the exact same way in this room right now, I would be like, stop. But it sounds good with the song. It sounds like something I would have heard in like Scarface or something. I don't know. I just feel 80s, 70s, 80s cocaine. I just that's the vibe that I feel right now from this record. Don't know why, but that's what I feel.
Lost inside a durable illusion, and I cannot hide. I'm the one you're using. Please don't push me aside. We could have made it cruising, yeah.
I like that drumming at the end. So the band is named after her. I'm going to assume because, I mean, she was the only blonde person in the band. I didn't even read where they got the name from. Are they going to tell us where they got the name from? Maybe if we go, okay. Stein and Harry parted ways with the Steel Toes. Forming a band with ex-Steel Toes bandmates Billy O'Connor, Fred Smith. Originally billed as Angel and the Snake for 2 shows in August 1974, they renamed themselves Blondie by October 1974 when Yvonne Krall joined the band on guitar. The new name derived from comments made by truck drivers who catcalled "Hey Blondie" to Harry as they drove. Gotcha. Yeah, so literally named after her, which is cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I really like that. Okay. Written by Debbie and Chris, it was featured on the band's third studio album, Parallel Lines, released as the album's third single in January 1979. Reached number 1 on the charts in several countries, including the United States and the UK. On the latest list of 500 greatest songs of Rolling Stone, it's at 138. Not mad at that. Number 42 on their list of greatest dance songs. 18th best song of the 70s. Alright, hold on. I ain't gonna lie. I like the song, but I think they ranking it a little too high. But okay. Yeah. I ain't trying to start nothing. Heart of Glass ranked at number 66 in the UK's official list of best-selling singles of all time, with sales of 1.32 million copies. Inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2015. Harry herself stated that Heart of Glass was, along with Rapture, the song she was proudest of having written. That's cool. Harry and Stein sold their future royalties to the song and the rest of Blondie's catalog to Hypnosis Songs Fund in 2020. Okay, well, I mean, it seems like they donated it to a great cause, but y'all know selling your royalties is that's like the biggest no-no. But okay, that's cool. They label it disco, new wave, pop, dance, rock. I would agree with all of those. Okay, producer Mike Chapman. Harry said that Heart of Glass was one of the first songs Blondie wrote, but it was years before we recorded it properly. We tried it as a ballad, as reggae, but it never quite worked. Wow. Hearing this as a reggae song? Wow. And that the lyrics weren't about anyone. They were just a plaintive moan about lost love. Okay. It was only when the band met with producer Mike Chapman to start work on Parallel Lines that Harry recalled Chapman asked us to play all the songs we had. At the end, he said, "Have you got anything else?" We sheepishly said, "Well, there is this old one." He liked it. He thought it was fascinating and started to pull it into focus. That's cool. So shout out to Mike Chapman. He seems like he's the one that really pushed it. In February 4th, 1978 edition of NME, Harry expressed her affinity for the Eurodisco music of Giorgio Moroder, stating that it's commercial, but it's good. It says something. That's the kind of stuff that I want to do. Okay. They covered Donna Summer's "I Feel Love." Okay. Recorded at Record Plant, New York City. All right. At the time, Blondie was one of the bands at the forefront of New York's growing new wave music scene. The band was accused of selling out for releasing a disco song. Wow, according to Harry, Heart of Glass made the band pariahs in the eyes of many of their fellow musicians in the New York music scene. The band was accused of pandering to the mainstream that many punk and new wave bands at the time were actively rebelling against. Wow. Well, again, that's something that we're no strangers to here on this channel. It's something that we've definitely read about a time or two in regards to artists feeling, kind of trapped and wanting to create more and create outside of their norm, and the fans being upset. Typical band story. Contrary to popular belief, it was not filmed at the Studio 54 nightclub. I think I've only seen pictures outside of Studio 54. I have no idea what it looked like. But wow. So everybody thought the music video was filmed in Studio 54. That's crazy. Chris Stein said that in the video there's a shot of a legendary Studio 54. So everyone thought that we shot the video there. But it was actually in a short-lived club named the Copa or something. I feel like I've heard of the Copa in New York. Well, I kind of like the music video too. It fits. It fit the time. It fit the song. It fit. I really like the record, man. Again, really driven. A lot of disco is kind of driven off of the vibe in its totality, not anything in particular. It's really just the vibe to get you up, get you moving, get you going. Because again, the vocals, it sounded like she was out of key, or again, if she were just to sing that to me a cappella, I can tell I wouldn't like it. But because of the vibe, because of the music, because of how it felt, it fit perfectly. So and honestly, again, it's kind of weird because it sounds so much like what I hear in 80s music that it kind of sounded like it was ahead of its time a bit. Again, it sounded disco-ish, it sounded 70s disco, but it sounded really 80s kinda, just based off of the little bit of 80s music that I've heard on this channel. It really sounded 80s. It definitely sounded ahead of its time, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Definitely a great record. I love the story behind them, and I can't wait to hear more. Blondie, Heart of Glass. It was fire. I like the lyrics. The lyrics were fun. I really like it. Can't wait to hear some more, man. Y'all let me know what else from Blondie I need to check out. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time with Blondie. Peace.